Hi, so currently just doing a draft mode with a blogger called DictateTheGame. I'll leave a link to his blog in the description. Um, it's well worth a read, most certainly. So we're doing a draft mode, but I think we're going to be doing Americans only, American nationalities only. So it's going to be quite interesting to see actually, because I don't know, my knowledge of American football isn't too high. So I have a little bit of an idea. I want to start with a striker. Yeah, Aaron Johansson. I think that's who I want to be going for right now. So it's all very a very quick thing. You only get a minute to pick. I think he looks like a decent poacher, so I think I'm gonna pick him. Um, and then obviously Michael Bradley would be an expensive choice, but perhaps the best ball winning midfielder. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Michael Bradley. I'm thinking for goalkeepers here. Brad Guzan might be the best choice. He does have 2 picks, so you might take him. Will Yarborough wouldn't be too bad. Tim Howard's obviously sort of a been there, done that type keeper. He doesn't look actually like massively amazing. He's taken actually the bottom goalkeeper there, so that's actually a good shout. I didn't even look at him just based off value, but that's actually a really good choice. He's 17 reflexes, that's pretty good. Tim Reams is a solid centre half, so that's a good pick. He's probably not going to take another goalkeeper next time, so probably can use these for outfielders. And if he does take another goalkeeper, he's not going to take the two I'm after here. So probably look for centre halves here. I've heard of John Brooks. I see. My knowledge of American football isn't great. Yeah, I thought he played in the Bundesliga. I think he's probably one of the better American centre halves. I might go for him. So as a right back, there's Yedlin. Jeff Cameron might be a decent option. But am I even going to play with fullbacks? This is what I'm thinking. You see, I had a little look at the time's running out. I'm just going to have to pick. I'm just going to quickly pick John Brooks. Time's running out. Right, let's have a look at wingers, because I don't believe there's that much talent on the wing. You see, yeah. There's not much talent on the wing, so I might have to just go with picking a winger right now. Left side, it's probably even less talent, but I think we're gonna just pick Zusi just to get that sort of talent, like I was saying. So pick that. A little look at our current squad. So we've picked 4 players and we're already 56 million down, but the American players don't seem to be too expensive. So we have a centre half, centre mid, a right winger, and a striker. It's a decent basis. Who's he picked? Jeff Cameron. It's a really good pick. That's probably going to force me into DeAndre Yedlin if I'm going to play with right backs. I'm going to maybe say fullbacks. Yeah, he's got 2 fullbacks there. There isn't great depth in the fullback area, so I might go for a 3 at the back formation, to be honest. It might be worth a shout actually. I haven't ever played with a 3 at the back on Football Manager this year, other than a 3-5-2, and I might try something. I might try something like a 3-4-3 or something. Let's see if we can. So we've got Fabian Johnson here. He's an inside forward, isn't he? No, not you. Ivan Pulisic isn't he? Christian Pulisic, that's his name. There you go. That's what I was. Yeah. So he's an inside forward. So we might go for the Conte style 3-4-3 actually. He's a bit more of a winger, but we could drop him back and try find one. Okay, so we'll go for Pulisic, most certainly. If we come over here, there doesn't seem to be a great amount of talent, really. So we might not be able to go a two inside forward. 2 inside forwards behind the striker, like Andrea Conte would. It still could work out as a 3-4-3 formation. I don't think he's going to take a winger next turn, so 3-4-3, we're definitely going to need another centre half, I think, before they're all taken from us, because a few of them have gone now. No, Matt Bessler. Good tackling, good marking, good heading. He's not too slow. He could be alright, actually, on the left side of that 3. I think he'd go well there, so we'll pick him. I've messed up. I might just skip to the end of the draft here. I'm still going to probably commentate it, but I might be ending up skipping to the end of the draft, just because I know it might take a while. This could go alright, because Bradley's a sort of ball winner player. I'm not going to compare him to N'Golo Kante, because he's not anything like N'Golo Kante for a start. N'Golo Kante is more of a box-to-box anyways, but he's going to have to probably maybe try fill that role as best he can, but if we get a playmaker alongside of him, might be in an alright position. Shall we go for a... He's picked two centre halves, so I think he's going to go for a back four. I'm a bit scared that he will take Cameron Carter-Vickers next turn and we'll be stuck with having to play Edu there. So I might have to go for a player like him now. Fredo Morales. Passing's not the best. Okay, I'm running out of time. I'm massively running out of time. You know what? I think he'll do. Alfredo Morales, we'll pick him. And then... Still going to look for more... Oh, I was thinking of Jermaine Jones, wasn't I? Although he doesn't really offer... He's not the best, actually. He's a bit more of an advantage. He would have been the better one to pick, wouldn't he? He looks better than Alfredo Morales. He does just look a little bit better than him. See, I was rushed, but I'm scared to lose the Cameron Carter-Vickers because I think he's going to be. I think he'll be solid at the back for us. So I'm a bit scared to lose him. It's a shame I didn't get Jeff Cameron because obviously Cameron's a bit of a right back. He could play all over the place. He could play right back, so he'd fit in nicely on that right hand side of the back four. Yeah, the back three, sorry. But it is what it is. I had said that I wanted that other advanced playmaker rather than the deep lying playmaker. So maybe we'll pick him. Who was it? It was Feliber, wasn't it? Maybe we'll pick him. This is the last pick. Shit, okay. Might be worth going for a right midfielder. You can also play centre midfield, Badaya, which might be important because I don't know if I've got a backup for centre midfield. Oh shit, this is an issue. Oh no, I do. I've got players I can play there at least. Okay, let's take this off and let's have a look at who's like supposed to be the best American player left in. Obviously, just got no value. Value doesn't dictate that they are the best. Maybe we'll back up right wing back. I don't know, although I'm not too sure. Oh, is he? Yeah, okay. He's just texting me. He doesn't want me to pick another one. Just go 18. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll complete the draft then. I forgot to mute my phone once again. My phone went off in a video, but that's how things go. I suppose I'm stupid. I'm lacking professionality. It's kind of lucky it did though, because I didn't recognize that that he didn't pick a player. Is what I mean. So it's probably better that my phone did go off there because I wouldn't have looked if it was on silent. Okay, so we have our team lineup for today. Well, obviously we only drafted one goalkeeper, which was a bit of a mistake. We've got Guzan in goal, Cameron Carter-Vickers, John Brooks and Matt Besler as the centre halves, all ball playing defenders. Obviously we have Clarence Goodson as well. He's meant to be better than Cameron Carter-Vickers. I think they're both about the same defensively, and Vickers is better on the ball, and we're trying to play with ball playing defenders, so he sort of fit the system more. Yedlin and Beasley as two wing backs. I didn't in the end trust a full 3-4-3 with wide midfielders. I wanted to go with wing backs in the end. Michael Bradley is the ball winner. Morales is the deep lying playmaker. Zusi is the right winger. Pulisic is an inside forward on the left. I just would have loved an inside forward on the right, but I couldn't quite get one. And Aaron Johansson up front. Now we're going to go into the game now. We'll have a little look at the team he's picked as well. This is a bit later on in the day. There was a few little issues. We saved it, but then the computer crashed, so we didn't actually get to play the game. But we're here now, about to play the game. We didn't even get to start the game. He saved it just after the draft, and then as soon as we went to create tactics, it crashed on him, and then It was just a little bit of a delay, and there was no problem whatsoever. But it has meant that it's played a bit later. It doesn't affect anything at all. So we're the apparent favourites to win. I don't know if that's just because it's meant to be like well, is it neutral ground? I don't know if it's meant to be at neutral or at home, but we are the apparent favourites to win. Here's his team. He's gone for a 4. If it's whoa, I've never really seen a formation such as that before. It's kind of like a 4-3-3, but it's all very narrow. It's a 4-3-3 without wingers really. 4 at the back, 1 defensive midfielder. Oh, he picked up Jermaine Jones. I was thinking about him. 2 centre midfielders there. There's his attacking midfielder with 2 strikers. See, I was wondering what he was going to be doing because he got like 3 strikers, but then he had like loads of centre midfielders. So I wasn't sure if he was going to pack the midfield out or whatnot, because he picked like 3 strikers as if he was going to play like 2 up front. So that's the formation he's gone for. It's a real interesting one. The obvious thing that we have in him is width. He's very narrow and we're quite wide. However, he can definitely win that narrow battle. I mean, 3 in there and the attacker midfielder with only our 2 to hold that there. Defenders are going to have to be on top form to stay against the strikers and against the attacker midfielder, which is going to occupy all 3 defenders really. Michael Bradley's definitely going to have to drop and help. Whereas Beasley and Yedlin are going to have to be good at getting back as well. And maybe even these 2 will have to come in narrow just to hold off the narrow midfield threat. I mean, if Jolty Altidore scores against me, I might have to retire from Football Manager. That'll be embarrassing, won't it? He's not a good striker, really, is he? Although he actually has been alright, sort of when he's been in like America and he's been elsewhere. I mean, he was good in the Eredivisie, I know that, and then he came over to England. He did crap at Hull, he did crap at Sunderland. So he's a bit of a funny one. Yeah, I said it was like a 4-3-3. It's like it's a 4-1-2-1, but he's got a shadow striker. So I don't know how I didn't realise initially that it was like a 4-1-2-1, because I've currently got a single player save on Football Manager that isn't on YouTube or anything. It's just one of my own playthroughs where I use that formation. It's just because I think he's using an anchor man and a shadow striker, so the defensive midfielder is so apart from the 2 midfielders, and that shadow striker is like so out there. It's like almost a false 9 or something. I was just going to tell them that I want them to show me what they can do. But yeah, that it looked from that opposition screen they were so far apart. So these are the tactics we're going to be going with, the instructions even that we're going to be going with. We're going to look to control the game, play with a high tempo. We're actually going to pull out and play. Should we play a wide game or a fairly wide? We're going to play fairly wide because the wide could negate us defensively if Yedlin and Demarcus Beasley even don't decide to come in narrow, because obviously we're trying to play a wide system. So we'll just go for the fairly wide. We've got a normal defensive line as usual. We look for overlap and work ball into box. Clear the ball to the flanks. Play mixed passing with retained possession. We try to be expressive. We're running at the defence. I do want to tightly mark and prevent goalkeeper distribution. Close down more as well. As far as get stuck in and stay on feet, I'm not really sure on what we should do, because I feel like we could easily lose them with the formation they're playing if we just dove into tackles even. But we could also struggle, like they could obviously negatively impact us not telling them not to dive into tackles. So this is obviously a lot quicker than what it is on the Accrington, so I might struggle to commentate this. But hopefully this will be a good game. I've seen some drafts on YouTube. I've played only one before, and they're quite high scoring. Quite usually, at least on YouTube. I think the one that I played with my friend wasn't too high scoring. I think it was like 3-2. Well, 3-2 probably is a bit high scoring, really, isn't it? But they're in behind already. Morris, good save, Braguzan, but after 50 seconds he had a clear-cut chance. I might need to make a tactical change, because oh god. Like I said, it's my first time trying out this the 3-4-3 tactic, and perhaps it isn't for me, or perhaps I've got the instructions totally wrong for it. But he had a real chance there, and he's got a corner now. It's a good save, Pulisic. That's a good save. He's headed it away, man. I'm all over the place. I don't have my commentary head on. Okay, hopefully we can get into the game a bit more now. We are starting to get a little bit more possession. I mean, that's just, as soon as I've said it, we've actually lessened in our possession, but never mind. He's making a tactical change. I might do the same because maybe not actually. I don't know. I want to try hold out on the 3-4-3 as long as I can. But it's not really working. He's battering me possession-wise. However, there's a highlight, and we've lost the ball. Morris. Besler does well to win that ball by then, Morales. John Brooks, you're in there as a ball player, play it well. Meet Beasley. Pulisic. Beasley. Maybe a chance to come forward here. Oh, he's been tackled. Discarod. Morris. Jermaine Jones, he's going to have good possession in midfield because obviously I've got two centre midfielders and no one really around them. But now we're coming forward. Bradley, great ball. Zusi, chance to shoot maybe. He does just that. He scores. Zusi scores. We're 1-0 up. Brilliant. Graham Zusi, the first goal of the game. I mean, he's been the better team. He hasn't exactly like battered me on shots or even battered me on possession. He has had some decent possession. He certainly had better possession than us. I think it's a little bit to be expected with a 2 in centre midfield, whereas he's got like sort of 4 in midfield with 4 in narrow positions in midfield. Even if one is a shadow striker, it's still like he's still definitely outnumbering me 3-2. So it kind of is to be a little bit expected that he has possession, unless we play a wider game. But we're obviously struggling to get the ball out wide and whatnot because we haven't been able to score. To gain much possession, even we have been able to score because Zusi's just scored a really great goal. I say a great goal, but it was a good goal. He's just messaged me. What a crappy goal to concede. That's true. Oh, he's already made a sub. I mean that's quick management, that is. And Jermaine Jones is the guy he's taken off, and I was obviously thinking about him in my own team. Perhaps I'm right to not have him in my team. So here we do have another highlight here, and he's got a corner. Okay, what's happened there? What's actually happened there? I don't know what's happened. So, okay, there was meant to be a highlight, then all of a sudden wasn't. It's evened itself out now. We're coming to half time. Possession, it's still in his favour, but it's not as bad as it was. We've had the same amount of shots. I want the 3-4-3 to work because I kind of want to use it a little bit on a single player because I say single player, I just mean normal FM really. I just want it to work because I love it. I really think it's great. Like in real life, like with the way Chelsea have been able to be so dominant with it so far this season, I really think it's interesting. I was watching a video on a YouTube channel yesterday, called UMax. Is it UMax Football? Something like that. I'm actually gonna probably put it in the description if I remember to, just because it's a really great channel. I mean, it's massive compared to my channel, so I don't know why I'm doing it, putting it in the description, etc. But it's a really good channel. It was explaining the whole Conte's 3-4-3 system, so I actually wanted to have a little look at it. And try use it in FM. So now is the first time I'm trying to use it. Now, he's just texted me saying the reason he took Jones off was to match my system, and that he has done. Maybe that's why the possession evened out then, because he took Jones off about halfway through. So maybe me sort of saying this system on its own is going to work against a formation like that is incorrect, because obviously he's changed his system around. I still want it to work though. I know there's going to be ways to get it to work. I'm not the smartest when it comes to tactics on FM. They don't always work for me. But I want to try, and I haven't perfected it yet. I feel like I'm pretty confident with a 4-2-3-1. I know how to get a good 4-2-3-1 on FM because I've used that throughout the whole of last FM. It was pretty much the only formation I used, and I've used it mostly on this FM. I know how to do a 4-4-2 because I mean they're pretty simple. And I want to learn this tactic as well. I want to use this one and try perfect this one. And this is just the first game I'm using it, so there's going to have to be groundwork to be done with it. There's going to have to be tweaking to do with the tactic. At the 60-minute mark now, and still remain 1-0. There hasn't been a highlight in the second half, which is alright. We are going to make a substitution now, though. Take Johansson off. He hasn't really done too much. Bring Wondolowski on, the goal scorer. And I think, seeing as he matched my system before, maybe it's time to throw a spanner in the works. Put him in the wrong place. We're going to throw a spanner in the works. this will either make him change his system again, or it's going to give one of us an advantage over the other, because now we're not just matched. And hopefully that's going to make it alright, maybe bring some more highlights, but hopefully it also allows us to just kind of kill the game off. So here is another highlight. And Dempsey with a great tackle there. Changing system, hopefully working. Morales, Pulisic, Bradley. We're getting decent possession down in midfield there. We haven't really seen that in any other highlight. And then you go once again, midfield to the attacking line. We're keeping the ball lovely here. Pulisic does lose it though, just as I say, we're keeping the ball lovely. But Morales wins it back, which is really, very, very good. Now Yedlin, that's poor. That was really poor. I don't rate Yedlin at all, by the way. I feel like I should make a disclaimer. I don't think he's a very good player. He has been able to put Johnson through, and this is a chance. Oh, he hit the bar. He's very, very, very unlucky there to hit the bar. We get away with one. We get away with one. Now I'm just looking at the instructions to see what I can do. I think we're gonna. Actually, no. I'm gonna stay fairly wide because I was thinking normally when I use the 43-1, like I said, I've sort of perfected my own way of using it. I normally use it in a way that allows me to be either balanced or fairly narrow, and it tends to help me create more goal scoring opportunities. But right now we're not looking for a goal, we're looking to protect what we have, and with him going to the formation he has, oh no, he's trying, gone for it, hasn't he? Okay, we're going to make a sub, we're going to just try and shore up. Can we shore up our defence? Should we? Okay. We're going to bring Dempsey out there. Take Pulisic off. Probably not a good idea. Put Brooks in the middle. Oh, put Brooks in the middle then. Put Brooks in the middle. Bring Clarence Goodson on because he's gone free up front. We'll go free at the back. We'll go on to a counter. Shot side hit early crosses. Be more direct for passing. Sit slightly deeper. We'll look to close the game out like so. And hopefully this is a good way of reacting to his little reaction there. I quite like his style of management because he reacts and changes formation quite a lot. I tend not to do that. I'm guilty of not doing it enough, to be honest. Oh, there is a highlight later on. There's a highlight later on. Never what I want. Out the door. Good header away, Goodson. Thing is, if he scores from middle 3 changes and I'm stuck in this formation, although that is a really poor effort and we get away with it. But I'm guilty of not really changing my formation in games until it's late on and I'm trying to either kill off to seal a win, or I'm desperate to score. We win the game 1-0. That was really not an exciting game, so I do apologise. I do apologise for that. But it was quite enjoyable in the aspect of I actually changed my formations around, and I never ever do that. I reacted to his reactions. His reacting to me. And then his reacting to trying to get a goal back. I reacted to that, and I'm quite pleased with myself for that, to be honest, because normally I'm a bit, I wouldn't say lazy to change it, but I'm a bit not keen on changing it. So we did manage to win. It wasn't the best of games. There was only one goal in it, and that goal itself wasn't a very good goal. It's been a really good game with playing against Dictate the Game. I'm going to put a link to his Twitter and his blog in the description of this video, and it's honestly well worth a read. His blog, he writes about a numerous amount of topics, obviously all to do with football though, but different topics within football, and it is well worth a read. And he's quite well informed, I must admit. I was trying to say earlier in the video, like, it's really worth a read, but sort of the draft came on and I was too busy trying with that, and I didn't give him enough credit that he deserves, so I'll do that now. It's been a really great opportunity to be able to actually play with him, so I thank him for giving me the opportunity to do that. But once again, he is really well informed when it comes to football. You can just see that from his tweets, never mind his blog, so it's well worth going over following him on Twitter. He's trying to hit 300 followers on Twitter, and he's really, really close. And I mean, he might have it by the time the video's up, but if he doesn't, it'll be great if someone goes over and follows for that. And once again, go read his blog. It is genuinely a very good read. But that is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Normal episodes of Accrington Stanley are going to return relatively soon, because I think this is going to be the next video that's up on my channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little different sort of upload, and if you have, and you do show some love with sort of likes, comments, whatever, then maybe I can get some more drafts on. I obviously have a few friends that play Football Manager, and hopefully I can get in a few drafts with them, and also maybe a few drafts with other sort of bloggers slash YouTubers if I can. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching.